Top of the top, y'all, it's your boy Show tapping in today because one of my subscribers reached out and asked how do we value land on our deal. So I just wanted to drop a quick video. This is going to be real quick, real straight to the point. We don't have a big ass math equation. We try to keep it simple and base our offers on that. Now, I will say as a disclaimer that we are not buying land outside of DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth, which is my market area, all right? At this time, we're only buying land here. So how we value land and my point of view on that is solely based on how we value land here in Dallas, Texas, all right? Different states could be different situations, but I have to give you guys the knowledge that I have. And I think this will also apply in a lot of other areas, all right? So when you talk about valuing land, you have one or two things. You either have rural land, and when I say rural, I mean this is out kind of like in the middle of nowhere. It's surrounded by a bunch more land. There's not a big development in this area, meaning there's not a neighborhood close by. It's not residential where there are other single family homes on this property. It's just surrounded sometimes by trees or more land, all right? That's when it's rural, when it's just out there, okay? When we get deals like that, and we don't work a lot of them, but when we do, what we try to do is offer somewhere between 10 and 20% of the tax assessed value. And we do that because most of the time these properties may be landlocked, meaning there is no road access to them. And it's gonna be hard to resell that because a lot of people, there isn't a big market for it, all right? So we need to get that price as low as physically possible. Another reason is because if it's in a rural place, then there may not be any developments coming anytime soon. Now, if you know a plan of progression and you know developments are coming to that area, maybe you can offer a little more. And most of the time, people who own that property are going to let you know that, hey, they're developing here, you know, so you kind of adjust based on that tax assessed value and what they're actually asking for, all right? Now, on a residential land deal, what we try to do is stay around about 20% of what new build houses in the area are going for, all right? If there are no new construction houses in the area, then base this on the top tier home that has been renovated in the area selling on the market, the highest and best on the market, because this is what a house can go for if someone was to build here, all right? And generally a buyer wants to pick up that land at 20% of the overall cost, all right? So let me give you guys a quick example, all right? So if the houses in the neighborhood are selling for $250,000, you can probably sell that land, that residential lot, to a buyer for $50,000, okay? Meaning, of course, you need to get it between $30,000 to $40,000, $30,000, $45,000, so you still have enough room to make money in the middle. But you want to get that land at about 20% of what new construction homes or fully remodeled homes are selling for in the area, right? 20% of that price, guys. Now, in Dallas, that's still true for the most part, but there are some areas where the land value is just ridiculously high because there is a lot of developments going on in certain parts of town. Let's say West Dallas, South Dallas, and even Oak Cliff. There are future plans for the city to make major developments in this area. So a lot of investors understand the path of progression and where these values will go in the future. So they may be willing to pay a little bit more, but you want to just keep those basic numbers in your head for when you are submitting your offer. Now, this also means that you need to know your market. You need to know the area that you're doing deals in, because if you can get an investor to pay 30%, of the new construction costs for land, that's possible in certain areas, guys, maybe even 40%, all right? So you want to know your market and where you're doing deals at, and that just comes with, consistently learning and doing research and market research, guys, all right? You can find a lot of information just on the open market if you have MLS access or even Zillow or other systems that we use, such as PropStream, all right? These will give you buyers and show you what they have paid for similar land to yours in the area. So you definitely wanna have backup systems, but other than that, this is just general information on how we value land deals. All right, guys, till next time, tap in.